How important is branding? How important is email? How important are they together? You'll find out in this special episode with my special guest.
Welcome to the Everything Email Podcast with Ken Countess. Ken is a world-renowned email marketing expert. He'll help you 10x your business with email strategies that generate more sales. And now, here's Ken Countess.
Hey, welcome everybody to the Everything Email Podcast. I'm Ken Countess, and with me today is Steph Hilfer. She's with VIIM. I'm going to let you take it from there because we've had so much fun just chatting before we started the recording. Just take it away.
I love it. Yes, I love chatting with you, Ken. You are a wealth of knowledge and just enjoyable to chat with. So thank you for having me on the show. Yes, I am the owner. Yes, thank you. I am the owner of VIIM. And so VIIM, if you're not watching, if you're listening, VIIM stands for Visual Intentional Integrated Marketing. And VIIM is a branding agency. And so we truly, truly believe and understand that the foundation of any marketing success that you want to have for your corporate or personal brand truly stems from the foundation of who you are, what you believe, and how you present that to the world. That is what we call branding. And so we work with personal and professional brands to help establish the visual side of how you present to the world. You know what most people obviously know about branding: logos, colors, fonts, imagery, videography, shapes, patterns, things like that, what we see. But we also help dive deep into the intentionality of your brand, what you believe, the clarity around the messaging of what you do, who you're attracting, who your target audience is. We help package all of that up so that you have the usable tools you need for a successful marketing, for a successful marketing journey, not just a singular campaign, but just for your whole marketing journey. So that's branding and VIIM in a nutshell.
Awesome. Yeah, you said it so well. I couldn't have said it better myself, and I wouldn't even try. But branding is everything, right? Branding is everything. And it's super important in email marketing too. And so many people forget that. And so what I'd like to do, Steph, is connect the dots. Let's talk about branding as it relates to email marketing.
Yes. You know, it's really easy for us to think, oh, well, it's an email. I'm just going to type some words on the screen. Maybe I'll throw my logo in the footer of my email and call it branded. But in reality, not only do you need to really instill the visual side of your brand in your email, you also need to make sure that the visual or the intentional messaging in your email mirrors what your audience can feel and experience from you anywhere else. So when we think about what I know, if you're an active and standard listener of Ken's podcast, then you know that a huge part of the email journey is what do we do after the email? Where are we asking our readers to go? What's our call to action? Where are they landing next? You know? And so naturally, a good majority of the time somewhere in throughout your email, you're asking them to go to your website, or to go check out a new podcast interview you were on, or to go, check out the new service that you're offering or product that you're selling. When they go from that email and they jump over to somewhere else in your marketing journey, they want to feel connected still. The last thing you want is for your reader to feel like, let's just say your email is very funny and interactive and bright, and the email feels really inviting. And so you felt really compelled to press that button and go check out the new service offering that this company has. But then when they click that button and they jump over to the website, but the website feels different. It's not funny. It's not welcoming. It doesn't even look the same. And some of the language that was being written isn't even here anymore. There's a disconnect between your email and the rest of your marketing. We don't want part of our user's journey to be disconnected. What happens with users when that disconnect happens is they feel icky. Just to use a really, educated word here. They feel icky. It's like, oh gosh, did I go to the right place? And then they second guess themselves. Oh, did I click the right link? Right? We don't want confusion when it comes to our users' journey around our brands and the investment that you're making with email. If you're sending these emails on a monthly or weekly or even daily basis, but then it doesn't align with the rest of your marketing, not only are you creating this inconsistent experience where your consumers feel icky and confused, you're leaving money on the table. So Forbes did a study and they found that brands who consistently and cohesively across all their marketing channels present their brand see an increase of up to 24% in their annual revenue. So let me break that down into numbers. So if you are $1 million company, just by being consistent and cohesive across all your marketing channels, email included, you are leaving, if you're not doing that, you're potentially leaving $240,000 on the table. But by simply doing that, you can see and you can hope to reap the benefits of an increase up to that 24% just by being consistent. So yeah,
You're
that was a
so
mouthful,
right.
Ken.
You are so right. I'm just spellbound, right? For those who are watching, you see me just standing here, just mesmerized by Steph and her messaging, because it's just so right on the money. As a longtime marketer, I mean, having worked for huge companies, branding was everything. You have that
Yes.
recognizable brand, and you're right, that's cash in the bank, potentially. And if your branding is disconnected, you have to work that much harder to generate more sales. And so this doesn't apply just to big businesses, it's small businesses as well. Probably more importantly on the small business than the large one, because you're trying to establish that foothold. And I can tell you again, we're seeing each other on Zoom as we record this. I see Steph's brand in her background. And the moment that she and I connected on this call, it was instant brand recognition. I knew I was in the right place talking to the right person. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Well, it's super important because, what are we doing with these emails? Why are we sending emails out? Every single email, the intention is we want to build a little bit more familiarity and connection with our readers. We want them to feel more value from us, more recognition with us, and we want them to believe in us more. Eventually, so to convert into a client, right? We're not going to hide the fact that that's what we're here for. And so every impression you make is leading up to what do they say? 7 to 12 is what they used to say. Now they're saying in our digital world, it takes 22 impressions for a lead to convert to a sale. So if you see my color yellow today on my shirt, you see my yellow pot, you see my VIIM logo back here, and then later you go to my website and you see similarities, and then you go to my Instagram and you see similarities, and you feel like this girl's legit. She shows up like this all the time. There is brand recognition. You're going to remember me, and that's intentional. That's what branding can do for you. And when you are sending those emails out, if you're not bleeding that through, you're just leaving money on the table and impressions on the table.
That's right.
Now I'm lecturing. Sorry, Ken.
No, it's great. Actually, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to ask you to give a shameless plug. How can people connect with you to learn more and just get connected with you and maybe even become a client?
Yes. So if you're trying to get VIIM, you can go to getVIIM.com. So that's 2 I's. So remember, VIIM stands for Visual Intentional Integrated Marketing. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at GetVIIM as well. And the easiest way to get started with us would be we have a really awesome 90-second introduction video that kind of chronicles one of our favorite brands that we worked through and explains the power of branding and what they thought it was versus what it really was. And then we have packages for somebody who is more the DIY small business, who's just trying to get some of the foundational pieces together. We have smaller packages that really work beautifully for you. And then if you're looking for someone who can just take the wheel and run with it and take over and get your brand to the place that you truly want it to mirror where you're at today with your business, we also offer one-to-one services where we walk you through the whole brand discovery and development journey. And then in the end, we have this beautiful hardback book that comes, it's 100+ page book that's all about you. And then all of the things that are built within this are packaged digitally for you to use throughout your marketing journey. So getVIIM.com is the best way to reach me. You will see that I'm very present in my business. So if you are wanting to connect personally with me, let's schedule a call, and I can't wait to chat.
Awesome. Now, all of this will be in the show notes. And if you have just been listening to this episode, I'd encourage you to find it on YouTube too, because then you could see the book and everything that Steph's been referring to, the yellow top, the planter, the logo, all of that. It's all right there. Steph Hilfer, owner of VIIM, thank you so much for being with us this week on the Everything Email Podcast. Hey, that's it for this week. If you were watching this on YouTube, be sure you subscribe to the channel. If you've been listening on your phone or on your computer, subscribe to whatever service it was that you found this on. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Everything Email Podcast with Ken Countess. If you like the podcast, tell your friends and coworkers about it. Be sure to visit kenisemail.com to sign up for Ken's mailing list. You'll get great marketing tips every week in your inbox. Have questions? Send Ken an email. It's ken@kenisemail.com. See you next time.